Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning. Hoo, 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 hoo. It's old country cousin Billy Grantham here this morning, and I'm so thrilled to be here with you. Winston is obviously sleeping in this morning, but he's going to be making some biscuits for us. No, I'm joking about that. Good morning. It's Tuesday morning here in Panhandle City and the surrounding areas. The weather is brought to you by that hard-working crew, Drew Pollard and his bunch, keeping it your temperature just the way you like it inside your house and your stuff. The high today is about 70 degrees. That's the high. Sun shining, boy, it's nice. And low about 61. Winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Later on, late today, it'll pick up a little bit. And this morning, about 5 to 10. But boy, yesterday was a cookie cutter day. Man, I love it. Your water temperature at the end of the pier, about 63 degrees. That's going to transition and begin to change, y'all know, as these pretty bluebird days come up. Blountstown, River Reading. Blountstown about 13 feet and starting to transition to drop off. I know they got a bunch of rain, but a lot of it wasn't way north. It was kind of localized down there. But that river, let's read the rest of them. Weewall projected is about 21 feet. Doing the same thing, we're going to start cresting off and peaking out and start dropping off. Choctawhatchee at Caryville, 10 feet and rising, okay? And out at Chipola River, 12 feet is your river reading. And all that's good. We expect that this time of year for that river, these rivers to rise and get high because now the bait fish and fish can get out there and feed and get things ready for the spring, and we'll talk about that some more a little bit later on. All right, your tide is brought to you by Kent Forest Lawn right here in Panama City. Heavy tide coming in right now. High tide is about 3 p.m. today and low tide in the morning at about 3 o'clock a.m. But all week long, that tide is ripping and coming in the afternoon. You got time to get off work and have everything set up and get out there and go cast and throw a little bit for your own relaxation and enjoyment. That's what it's about. Get off out there by yourself and kind of unwind, slinging it and bringing it. All right? Hey, let's take a break, go get you a cup of coffee and come back and see me in just a minute. All right, we back again. Y'all recall on my last visit here, Winston discussed about me leaving town and going up to New York. The town's so nice they named it twice. And we did, the wife and I made the trip up there. And I'll take just a moment here and tell you a little bit about it. We drove over to Jacksonville and caught the Amtrak in Jacksonville and rode the train in a little booth they had for us that we paid for. And there's just outside the window on the trip going north getting a shot. That was beautiful as we went up the road. There's the room. You sit there and it's got them things fold down where you can go to bed and go to sleep. And in New York City, restaurants were fantastic. Everybody was very polite, very helpful, and it was enjoyable, actually. This was a waiter that waited on us, and my wife did have the name of that steakhouse, but I had lamb chops. One of the skylines there overlooking the river, but that we were inside New York itself. There is my wife there in front of some business, the world's largest store. I didn't go inside because they don't think they sold bait and tackle in there. Yeah, amen. Just an awkward looking architectural building right there. I took a picture of. I don't know how they got them windows put in there. Had to buy them a car manufacturer to make that work. There's Miss America there at I forgot. At any rate, Rockefeller Center. That's right. We walked all through there and saw that. The big skating ring right behind it back there. And there I am with my New York PD cap on. I bought a toboggan because it was nippy. And that was the extent of that. Let's see. Oh, young lady right there. She was a waitress there. Savina, yeah, was her name. She was from Savannah, Georgia, waiting tables there in that restaurant. She was going to New York University right there and to study drama. And I told her we'd put her on TV. Well, she was pretty as a speckled puppy, I'm telling you. And we enjoyed the meal there. Fantastic. That was a view from on the back porch. No, it wasn't no back porch. I'm kidding. Out the window of our hotel there at the Radisson, looking out there at night on that. And there's the same picture in the daylight. Oh, it ain't like being out there in the River Styx somewhere. Oh boy, I missed home. I did. And that's just a little taste of being up there in New York City. People were polite. People were helpful. The police officers were helpful. The handcuffs kind of bit my hand. I'm joking. But the food was great. The entertainment was good. We enjoyed it and got back home. And I come back on that Saturday. And by Sunday morning in church, I was sick. I got COVID, the doctor says. And Buddy Rowe, I was in a bad way. Burned up with fever and couldn't get out and go hunting. The rut had come on about that time, and I'll show you a picture too in a minute. And I didn't get to hunt while I was gone, obviously for all about a week. And then I got back and I was sick, didn't get to hunt the rut, and the rut run out, and I have not killed a buck this year. Nothing. I got nothing. So it's going to be bologna sandwiches at my house this year instead of deer sausage or ground deer meat or things like that that we eat and enjoy it all the time. But I did look after Jeff here and bring him some deer sausage off of another one that was harvested, not by me, but it was, it's been hard, but I got back in the game and got to do some hunting and seen lots of deer, lots of small stuff, but I wouldn't harvest it because we'll put that on top shelf for next year and we'll take them in. All right? All right. Fishing season. All right, hunting season. Matthew?
Time for break yet?
Yep. What time?
40.
Yeah, it's a break time. We'll get right back to you in just a minute. Glad to have you back sipping that hot coffee this morning to make you feel better and get you percolating. Holmes County Longbeards just had their annual banquet in Bonifay. I think they're at high school. Matthew Grantham, Buckshot Grantham, y'all know him. That's my son, is the chapter president. He said it was phenomenally good. About 190 people. Wow, man. Inside their auditorium in there, and they gave out lots of prizes, lots of things, money raised for the National Wild Turkey Federation. And of course, y'all heard Ken talking about them having the national banquet and national exhibits up there. I've been up there before. Wow, it'd take you all day long to browse through there. Take you a handful of money because you'd see things that you want to buy, I promise you. Listen here, just give you an idea. You start now. Y'all heard me say luck is where preparation meets opportunity. Go up there either, I don't know where here in Panama City, but I know in Bluntstown, you can go to Big Ben Bait and Tackle, or you can go to West End Quick Pick. They sell ready-made fly rods. I got to thinking about that the other day. I said, talk about convenient. You stop by there, you can also buy those floating flies, and I fished with them all my life. Truman Holly from Bluntstown taught my dad how to fly fish. And then he taught me. And we'd get on that Apalachicola River and whoop that thing and get it where you could roll it up under a snag out there. It's that top water is what I'm trying to say. Oh, it's so much fun when that thing rolls up, that brim rolls up there. But you can do it as well in the bay. You ain't gonna catch no brim in the bay, but them redfish will hit that thing. Can you imagine on a fly rod, that thing bent just like that right there, and you trying to ring that thing in on a fly rod? I picked up one time at a thrift shop, a fly rod, ready to go. All I had to do is put new line on it, a new leader. But that's something to think about. Some of y'all's got them out there in the barn already still laying there. You just ain't broke it out in a while. You clean that fly line. I would probably put brand new on there and get yourself set up to do that, and then you can teach somebody. The fly fishing, the good thing about it, you ain't got to buy no bait other than your flies that you're going to use. And it's just serene and fun to do, and it's easy to learn. It ain't all this whooping and whooping like you're doing in them trout streams like you see up north sometime. All you're doing is letting that line out when you do that whip and get it back out there. And when you get it towed and that thing rolls and hits it, it's better than snuff, not half as dusty. I'm telling y'all, fly fishing, think about it now. Some of y'all used to do it, but you done slowed down a little bit. Get back in the game. Boat checks, check your boats out. Get out there and get your batteries charged up on your boat. Put the ears on the foot, add the water, crank it up, run it, make sure it's running like it's supposed to. Start making preparation now. Checklist. Wheel bearings, jack it up, pop them off, pack some grease in there. Your tires, your spare tires, your batteries like I just said. I know, most of y'all know all that stuff and y'all already taking care of it. But there's some people out there that just drags around like me sometime and don't get on the game. And then you're ready to go fishing and you can't go. Safety chains, your wheel bearings, as I said, your batteries. Get all that checked out now. While this weather's pretty, you can pull that thing up out from under the barn, pull the tarp off of it if it need be, and get yourself prepared to do some fishing. Hunting season is practically over. I didn't have any success, as you heard me talk earlier, but that's all right. There's a lot of water out there, and I'm looking forward to taking my wife fishing and on that Chipotle River. I'll show you some pictures in a few minutes off that Chipotle River that you're going to enjoy watching. It may you start getting that fever and getting warmed up. And that's important that you do. Start preparing now when this weather, spring starts breaking, that you can get out there and enjoy it and take up some time. You making payments on the boat. Wife said, get out there and use it. Yeah, at any rate, turkey season's coming on. You're making preparation for that. I'm certain of that. I know Matthew is, my son, and Alex is as well. I just ain't ever got bit by that bug to turkey hunt. If he walked out there in front of him, I'd probably shoot him. But I just ain't ever got caught up into that sort of thing. Probably saved some money. What you think, Ken Paramore? Saving a little bit of money, exactly. Not worrying about turkey hunting. At any rate, fishing is what I like to do, and I got a passion for that. Going to the bay and fishing for redfish and trout. Of course, you know, right now in February, you can't fish for trout. But this water temperature is fixing to seriously change, and things will get a lot sweeter for you to where you can get out there and fish. Not the wind blowing and the thunderstorms coming up on you, and try to do some of it. Hey, let's take a break and go get you another Pop-Tart and come right back, okay? All right, we back again. We got lots of pictures to show you, and of course, these pictures are a lot better than my ugly mug anyhow, so we're gonna look at them. Hunting season, Alex Drill Bit Baxley got that first buck of the season on his lease. Brought him home, tickled to death he was, and he done filling the freezer up. McLean Baxter played baseball in Sneeds, graduated high school there. He is always in the woods, always trying to get a long-nosed rascal right there, ain't he? Yeah, he is. McLean Baxter. Look here, Jason Everett. Jason don't live too far from me over there. Matter of fact, when he shoots, I can hear it. But Jason got that one in Appalachian Management area. That's a pretty good buck right there. Got some good mass on him. Him and Bryson, that son of his, are always out there trying to get something big to harvest. Look here, that's my son-in-law, Chris Pavick. Captain Chris loves to redfish and trout fish down here and raised in Los Angeles, California. Now he has become a certified, bona fide, and licensed redneck. Right here in Florida. That buck he got on my property. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, but there's another one, 2 or 3 walking around there just like him. But them jokers would not show themselves for me when I was out there. He got that buck the day we think we left for New York, harvested him. Ronnie Davis, Appalachian Management area. Whoo-wee. He's always up there from time to time, coming there and look hunt for just a few minutes and get out. I got to get out of here to get to church. And he always takes off. Of course, y'all know that I didn't work it, but just bow season this year. I didn't work it. I got back in church again on Sunday morning. Missed it a whole bunch. Look here, y'all know who that is. That is Matthew Buckshot Grantham. And on the right, look at his bug eyes. Cooper Grantham, bug eye that mass on that buck right there. Got him up there, northern Holmes County. Harvested that buck about mid-season. Of course, I think the rut up there in Holmes County in that area comes a little bit later than it does where we're at. But he got that one right there and tickled death. Good, great size on him. I'm tickled. I'd be giddy. Well, right there is the same picture, the same buck on the right, and on the left is Josh Smith, his po-in-law. Got him one as well the same day, same time, excuse me. And they did well. Boy, I tell you what, I'm tickled. Old Josh Wilson, them boys been out there hog hunting. Son, that's dangerous stuff right there, folks, but it's a necessity. Because if somebody wasn't out there harvesting, getting these hogs thinned out, they'd be in your backyard all the time, and some of y'all probably already on. Catch dog over on the left, bay dog on the right, one on the ground, one showing him off. But them boys out there, I've been them fellas hog hunting in Appalachia before. Hunter Edwards, Sneeds High School. Look at there. Oh boy, I'd be just shaking myself if I harvested something pretty as that right there. Heath Edwards' son from there in Sneeds, worked with Heath for years, and Hunter Edwards got that fine buck. He'll be going up on the wall, I'm confident of it. There he is again, same deer, but look at that thing, how beautiful and symmetrical he is. In great shape, old Hunter Edwards. Joe Mack Smith from up there in Holmes County, harvested that buck not too long ago, and he is a sport model for being able to put the lead on one and make it successful, and loves to fish too, and true outdoorsman, true sportsman. All right. Josh Smith again, another buck. Boy, those scoundrels right there have got the best luck. And of course, right there is Cooper on the right. He's always out there wandering around, taking a look at things. Nice buck. Alex drew a bit back, said, look at the mass on that thing right there. That is a Central Jackson County buck he got on his lease. Had saw him on these newfangled cameras that send you the pictures constantly. And he saw that thing running through two cameras he had out, going through there. And his hair caught fire, and he run in there that afternoon and set up on him, and sure enough, he run out there on him. This new technology is really a good thing, I think. I drove up in a piece of property looking for some hogs, because I was told, and look what I saw in the back of this field. And I didn't have a weapon in my truck. My wife had used my truck. I had drove her car to the shop and had taken everything out the next day and didn't have anything. You reckon that 2 or 3 of them things butchered and laid up on a smoker would have been any good? I'm telling you, boy, you talking about slow roasting them things would have been something else. Cool Weeks, retired DOC. Look at that bass. He is talented and gifted at doing that. All right, we got to get out of here. Hey, good to see y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.